the whispers of fear, and the resilience of the soul. An overview of Catherine Cookson's The Blind Miller. Catherine Cookson, the undisputed queen of historical romance, built her literary empire on stories describing the struggles of the working class and the enduring love and indomitable spirit of women facing seemingly insurmountable odds. While she explored various settings, the rugged landscapes of northern England, particularly County Durham and Northumberland, remained her favored backdrop, imbuing her narratives with a sense of authenticity and the raw beauty of a hard-won existence. Published in 1969, The Blind Miller is a poignant example of Cookson's storytelling prowess, weaving together themes of fear, prejudice, disability, and the enduring power of love in a community gripped by suspicion and superstition. The novel is set in the early 20th century, a period when rural communities were still grappling with traditional beliefs alongside the burgeoning advancements of the modern world. The titular character, Harry Purvis, is a young man rendered blind by illness. He returns to his ancestral home, the Purvis Mill, seeking solace and a way to rebuild his life. Harry is not just blind, he is also haunted by the social stigma attached to his disability. In a time of limited understanding and widespread superstition, blindness is frequently viewed with terror and suspicion, often associated with bad luck, divine punishment, or even sinister origins. The community of Highfield, the village nestled near the mill, reflects these prejudices. Harry's arrival is met with a mixture of pity, curiosity, and outright fear. The mill, once a thriving hub of activity, is now largely deserted, its machinery silent, reflecting the perceived stagnation and potential for misfortune that Harry's presence brings. Old wives' tales circulate, whispering that his blindness is a curse, a sign of impending doom for the village. Children are warned to stay away from the mill, and adults regard Harry with a cautious distance. Into this atmosphere of apprehension enters Agnes Fairweather, the young woman who will become the catalyst for transformation and the heart of the narrative. Agnes, initially drawn to the mill by her own curiosity and a sense of obligation to the Purvis family, begins to help Harry manage the household. As Agnes spends more time with Harry, she gradually sheds the prejudices she inherited from her community. She sees not a blind man deserving of pity and fear, but an intelligent, sensitive, and capable individual striving to overcome his limitations. Cookson masterfully portrays the development of their relationship. It is a slow and deliberate blossoming, built on mutual respect, understanding, and a shared desire to rebuild the mill. Agnes learns to navigate Harry through his new reality, describing the world around him in vivid detail, acting as his eyes and his guide. Harry, in turn, shares his knowledge of the mill, teaching Agnes the intricacies of the machinery and the importance of sustainable farming practices. Their partnership is not without its challenges. The community's disapproval casts a long shadow, fueling doubt and insecurity in both of them. Agnes faces ostracization from her friends and family, who view her involvement with Harry as foolish and even dangerous. Harry struggles with his own self-doubt, questioning his ability to provide for Agnes and fearing that he will always be a burden. Adding further complexity to the narrative is the presence of Martha Stringer, a manipulative and envious woman who harbors a long-standing grudge against the Purvis family. Martha, driven by her own thwarted ambitions and a burning desire for revenge, actively fuels the community's fears and suspicions regarding Harry. She sees his blindness as a weakness to exploit and attempts to sabotage his efforts to restore the mill. Martha's machinations create a palpable atmosphere of tension, threatening to destroy the fragile bond between Harry and Agnes. She spreads rumors, manipulates events, and orchestrates acts of vandalism, all aimed at driving Harry away from Highfield. Her relentless pursuit of revenge highlights the destructive power of prejudice and the enduring legacy of old grievances. The restoration of the mill serves as a powerful metaphor for Harry's personal journey and the transformation of the community. As Harry and Agnes work together to repair the machinery and revitalize the land, They not only rebuild a physical structure but also challenge the preconceived notions that have defined their lives. The rhythmic hum of the mill, once silent, becomes a symbol of hope and renewal, drawing the community closer and gradually dispelling their fears. The process of rebuilding the mill also allows Harry to discover hidden talents and strengths. He develops an extraordinary sense of touch and sound, allowing him to diagnose problems with the machinery and navigate the environment with remarkable accuracy. He learns to rely on his other senses, compensating for his blindness and demonstrating the extraordinary adaptability of the human spirit. As the mill flourishes, the community begins to reassess its views of Harry. They witness his hard work, his resilience, and his genuine concern for their well-being. They see that his blindness is not a curse but a challenge that he has embraced with grace and determination. Gradually, the fear and suspicion are replaced with admiration and respect. The relationship between Harry and Agnes deepens into a profound and enduring love. Their bond is forged in the fires of adversity, strengthened by their shared commitment to each other and to the community. Their love is not simply a romantic ideal but it's a powerful force for change, capable of overcoming prejudice, healing old wounds, and inspiring hope in the face of despair. The Blind Miller ultimately culminates in a series of dramatic events that expose Martha Stringer's malevolence and solidify the community's acceptance of Harry. Martha's schemes unravel, revealing the depth of her malice and the destructive consequences of her actions. Her downfall serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the importance of empathy, understanding, and the dangers of unchecked prejudice. In the end, Harry and Agnes's love triumphs over adversity. They marry and continue to run the mill, transforming it into a thriving enterprise that benefits the entire community. Their success is not simply measured in economic terms, it is measured in the changed hearts and minds of the people of Highfield. The once skeptical and fearful community embraces Harry and Agnes as vital members, recognizing their contributions and celebrating their love. The Blind Miller is a classic Catherine Cookson narrative, characterized by its strong characters, its evocative setting, and its exploration of universal themes. The novel's enduring appeal lies in its portrayal of human resilience, the transformative power of love, and the possibility of overcoming prejudice and fear. Through the story of Harry Purvis, the Blind Miller, Cookson reminds us that true strength lies not in physical ability but in the indomitable spirit of the human soul. The novel underscores the importance of looking beyond appearances and embracing the differences that make us unique, ultimately fostering a community built on understanding, compassion, and acceptance. The whispering fears of Highfield are ultimately silenced by the resounding hum of a mill restored, a metaphor for a community healed and a love that sees beyond the darkness.